I have an in-ring goodbye, meaning maybe like one or two last matches to, finalize the career to end it on, I guess, on my terms and not have it end abruptly.
Mm-hmm.
Or if the doctor says, look, man, you'll be really stupid to do it because of this or that, then my last match would have been that match on December 6th. And I'll just move on from there. And hopefully, like I said, transition into some non-wrestling roles like refereeing, maybe commentating. I love to talk. Mm-hmm. So maybe commentating, refereeing, troubleshooting, whatever. I feel like in the 18 years, I've been blessed to have picked the brain and shared locker rooms and shared stories and shared time with guys that have been all around the world. And, I feel like you said, maybe train somebody, take somebody under my wing. I feel like I have a lot left in that aspect of it. So it all depends on what this test says. If it's, decent news, I'll sit down with my wife and my kids and say, hey, man, they're saying I can do one, maybe two more matches. And if they say, look, don't do it, then I guess I will do it. But it's all up in the air right now. But I'm pretty much finished. Even if I do one or two last ones, I'm pretty much done as a wrestler in the ring.
That's sad to hear. I haven't had the pleasure of watching you for 18 years, but I did for about 3. And you and Mac put on a hell of a show as a tag team, and even individual matches. I mean, you give 100% of your body to the business, and I feel like when I'm listening to you, I feel like I'm it's like Rocky, like 2, 3, 4, and 5 rolled into a wrestler's career. And everybody wants that one more match, not to be a Christian cliche, but Christian's one more match is a storyline. One more match, your one more match can make you brain dead, as you said. So this is real life now. This is no longer the entertainment value of wrestling. This is no more of a storyline. This is real life of a father, of a husband, as a human being that nobody wants anything bad to happen to. So this is got to be rough for you, because wrestling, not that it came easy for you, but making the decisions what to do, I think, came easy for you. You knew what you wanted to do and how you wanted to do it, and you did it. I don't think there was much thinking involved.
No, not with that. But when I got the news, I spoke to both Steve and Homicide. Like I said, my trainer and two of my best friends in and out of the business. They've both been there for me. They were at my wedding. They were when my brother passed away. They were there at the service. So they've been with me through the good times and through the bad. And they were the first two that I reached out to. Of course, my wife being first and foremost. And I explained to them the situation. And, even yesterday, Homicide, the first thing he said, he's like, don't get hit. Don't do nothing stupid. I will fucking kill you. Always looking out for me like he did since day one. And, like I said, man, it's a decision that will have to be made, whether I do one last one or if I'm able to. I don't even, like I said, until that test determines whether I'm able to or not, I don't even want to jump to conclusions. A couple of places and a couple of people have already asked me that if I do have one last match left, it would be for the company, and it's an honor. One of them was Jeff and Matt from On Point, and I give them a lot of love for that. That really meant a lot to me, that they reached out after I made the announcement of the issue at hand, and they said, hey man, if you do have one last match or one last set of matches, we'd like for one to be here. So, having that kind of respect meant a lot. And they were the only ones, but they were the first ones, and that meant a lot. And, talking to Fred, I gave you a Fat Frank from JP. He said it all depends on what happens. So, like I said, it all boils down to what the tests say, and if I'm lucky enough, man, maybe, the setup from the other day could be me against Necro Butcher, my last match, or whatever. I'm not hopeful of anything when it comes to that, but you never know. I'm not saying anything yet until it happens, and then, I'll make the announcement, and, whatever happens, like I said, I just hope, that I make the right decision, and, I've had a blast. Man. I can't say any more than that. I have been blessed beyond belief.
I feel if you do get this one more match, it could set an all-time precedence of you might have every single New Jersey wrestling promoter in the same building at the same time watching this match.
And you know what? That would be probably the greatest thing ever, because I've always been that guy who preached unity, who preached love among the wrestling community, who was always about brotherhood and everything like that. So if something like that were to happen, I think that would be like the ultimate way to end my career, because it would be like the guy who tried to unify everybody and showed love for everybody and was never judgmental and always showed, being a good guy. Like, I was the good guy who didn't finish last. So maybe, something like that did happen. That would be phenomenal.
That would be great. Now, I gotta ask you a non-serious question. Who was the first person to bust jokes on you that they were able to find a brain?
Nobody has yet, believe it or not.
Really? Come on.
Nobody has, man.
I was like waiting for it. I was like literally waiting for someone to crack jokes on you.
Nobody has, believe it or not.
That's messed up. I'm disappointed. Oh my god. All right, Louie. Unfortunately, my Bluetooth speaker is telling me that we're gonna have to wrap this up, or it's gonna cut us off.
Okay.
Where are you? Oh, it's making noise. But all right, we'll get you back on the show in the immediate future when you know what's going on health-wise with you.
I appreciate that so much, Kevin. I really thank you for everything.
All right, Louie. Definitely, we'll keep in touch with you.
Definitely. Take care, my friend. Thank you for having me.
Take care, man. God bless.
Bye-bye.
That was one half of the heavy hitters. Life Louie, ladies and gentlemen. As you heard the chime in the background, as apparently my Bluetooth speaker said enough's enough. It needs to be charged, and I didn't want to start doing the old speaker swap and running more commercials. But Low Life Louie, real class act, inside the ring, outside the ring. I mean, it hits you. It really does. As Hogan, we keep using Hogan. It has nothing to do with the fact that Hogan was his idol growing up. But Hogan said it the best. Gravity never takes a day off. And that's what you have to deal with when you're a professional wrestler. Is that, yeah, you can train yourself, you can do whatever you want to get yourself ready, but once you launch yourself in the air, once you leave the ground, it's no longer in your hands. You can only do so much, and your body can only take so much. So, we thank Louie without knowing what the immediate future is right now, but we thank Louie for everything he's done for the business and entertaining fans, from one coast to another, from Maine to Florida. We appreciate it, and some of the best tag team matches I ever saw were with him and Steve Mack. Some really hilarious, brutal matches. One in South Jersey, just off the top of my head, was it was him and Monster Mack versus Danny DeManto, and I forgot his partner, but they literally put DeManto and his partner through the hockey boards and smashed them up against the glass. It was crazy. And Danny's not no little guy, so for them to be able to pick him up and fling him into hockey boards, it was pretty nuts. But it was a little bit crazy. But we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back. We're going to do round number 2 results of the Jobbers Tournament, and then we're going to queue out with who's going to be here next week, and anything else that we maybe forgot before, because Little Life Louie gave us a call earlier. Thank you. Appreciate that. And I just wanted to make sure we got as much time as him as possible. And Man, I guess we got to get Steve Monster Mac on the show soon, and he's going to be very upset, but but sit back, relax, and we'll be back after this commercial break.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Friday, April 17th, 2015, join CTW Charity Wrestling as they present Fight Cystic Fibrosis live from the Days Inn Bridgewater on Route 22 East in Bridgewater, New Jersey. 100% of the proceeds from this event will go directly to the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation as we help find a cure for cystic fibrosis. See WWE Hall of Famers Tito Santana and Superfly Jimmy Snuka, as well as former ECW champion Rhino, the Bad Boy Joey Janela, Too Hot Steve Scott, the Garden State Gods, Steve Monster Mac, and the return of Arcadia. Tickets are available by visiting CharityWrestling.com. That's CharityWrestling.com. Join us Friday, April 17th at the Days Inn in Bridgewater, New Jersey for CTW Charity Wrestling Fight Cystic Fibrosis.
You're listening to Damage 365 Radio, and this is ECW Original, the Angry Amish Warrior Roadkill.
Hey guys, do you like pro wrestling? Of course you do. It's the greatest thing in the world. Hi, my name is Emil J. You may have seen me as the ring announcer for Combat Zone Wrestling, On Point Wrestling, Dojo Wars, and WSU, just to name a few. But now I'm proud to announce that the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore is the premier location for wrestling merchandise. Every Saturday and Sunday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Englishtown, New Jersey at the Englishtown Flea Market, booth number 35 in the Green Building, the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore has it all. Everything from DVDs and figures from around the world to t-shirts and lucha masks in both kids and adult sizes, and much more, even tickets to upcoming events. Log on to Facebook.com/FunkensteinINC for full details on everything they have to offer, including weekly specials and where they'll be vending at this weekend. So check out Facebook.com/FunkensteinINC and take the short drive to Englishtown, New Jersey and visit my friends at the Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore this weekend to start or add to your wrestling collection. And hey, tell them MLJ sent you. The Funkenstein Wrestling Superstore, the main event of wrestling collectibles.
This is Lanny Poffo, formerly the genius full of glory and renown. You are listening to Damage 365 Radio.
In the year 1775, the sounds of gunfire brought in the American Revolution. Then around the 1800s, the sounds of machinery brought in the Industrial Revolution. And on April 10th, 2015, a new sound brings in the SOW Revolution. It's the Superstars of Wrestling Live presents Revolution, featuring WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan and former WWE Tag Team Champion Scotty 2 Hotty.
Advanced row one ringside is $25. All other advanced seats are $20, and kids and seniors are $17. All tickets are $25 at the door. For ticket information, call 718-207-5032 and PayPal your advance tickets to swf.live1@gmail.com. Stand up and be counted at the Avenel Colombian Council, 109 Morrissey Avenue, Avenel, New Jersey. The Superstars of Wrestling Live, where generations collide.
The following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get into round number 2 of our Jobbers tournament. And it went something like this. At the top of the bracket, it saw
Brutus the Barber Beefcake knock off Coco Beware and advance into round